So what's up, culture?
What's good, culture? Welcome
What's
back.
good?
We back
Hey.
with another Tipsy Talk Tuesdays where we talk about everything from pop culture to politics. I am Jaren,
It's your boy Rashad.
And it's Celeste.
and we're gonna start off by getting the bills paid. That's like, comment, subscribe, share this video, get more eyes on us. And it helps the channel. Turn on the notification bell. You know what to do. And
Mhm.
also become a patron on our Patreon at Up Culture.
That's right.
Follow us on everything underscore Up Culture on Instagram. Okay. It is time for What Do You Mean?
What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Said you're running out of time. What do you mean?
What do you mean? We know is where we take works of art and discuss their meaning. And today we have this portrait we've already seen. So I'm going to start out with Rashad and see what it is that you think this picture means.
It looks like I'll just say that with motherhood comes a pain that as a man I could never know. To carry a child and birth a child and to have to worry about that child is a different experience as a mother than as a father.
What about you, Celeste?
So, what I initially took from it was just a woman giving birth. Um, it's like no other experience in this life, carrying a child or life in your womb. But then when I looked at it again, I had a different interpretation because I looked at the different colors, and like the red and the orange signified to me just like pain, fire, heat, all of those types of symbolic um, color schemes. And then I saw the blue, which is always means calm, peace. And I saw how the child was in the peace, the like laid in the midst of calm and peace. Even though the mother was dealing with pain, anguish, you know, frustration, whatever she was dealing with. So it made me think it symbolized not only birth and bringing a child into this world, it also symbolized how a mother can take so much. A mother can go through so much and carry so much weight and go through so much pain and anguish, but we always seem to always make things seem okay for our children.
Mm-hmm.
In front of our children, we may break down and cry or be angry, hurt, in pain behind closed doors, but in front of our children, we're at peace, we're okay.
You took a little bit of what I was going to say,
I'm
which
sorry.
was the fact that I do see this mother is carrying all the pain for the child. So the child is at peace and they're experiencing calmness right now and they're wrapped up, but the mother is taking all the burden. So the burden is on the mother and not the child, which a lot of times that's real. That's real. So it's
One of
like,
the jump.
yeah, that's definitely what I think, and it's a beautiful portrait. I don't know who to credit this to. I really need to go back and find out who to credit this to. But it's a beautiful piece, and the baby looks so at peace. It's the contrast, just like with the color contrast. The baby looks so at peace, and the mother looks
Like
shockingly
fighting
painful.
for her fucking life right now.
Like she looks, it's the polar opposite of each other.
Anguish.
You see
Yes,
this scene?
she going through
You
it.
think you could do it?
Got the little knot. Like she hurt. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Don't get me. I'll stay on this for a while. This is the next topic.
Okay. Well, that was the end of What Do You Mean? Tipsy time. Tipsy time. Okay, so tipsy time. All right, I'm gonna start with you. The game is Never Have I Ever, and we're playing on Dirty Mode again.
What we
And I'm
gonna
gonna
start?
start with.
Are we just doing one round?
We can do one round. You want to do one round?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna start with you, Celeste.
Y'all
Have
didn't see what I was
you?
pouring, did you?
You said it says downloaded porn.
No, I haven't. I mean, no, I haven't downloaded porn.
She said, I downloaded
I
shit.
downloaded it.
It was a little scary. You had to think about that.
She was
No,
like,
I haven't.
like,
I have not ever downloaded porn. I have not. I would never incriminate myself that way.
you ain't downloaded, but you
Wow,
watched
that's
it. We
close.
know you watched it. So
I exit out of it.
Never. I would never. My
right.
mother might be watching this.
Okay. Rashad, I think I asked you this one before. I'm gonna go to the next one.
Damn.
Dang. Okay. It says, have you ever used a condom?
Oh no, never. Never.
Would never. What do you mean?
Of course not.
We gotta go back to the last segment. What do you mean?
That's my business.
It's a joke,
You
guys.
on Tinder too?
That's
You
that's
swiping right on
Anyone
Tinder.
watching? It's a
yeah.
joke.
I'm swiping right on Tinder all night. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm allergic to latex, so I have to use latex condoms. Lambskin.
Wait, Jaren, hold it together. Wait a minute.
Generally,
I'm laughing because his eyes told the truth. He said, allergic to condoms. He's like you just lied.
no, I have a situation in my eyes. Celeste knows. Sometimes I blink a lot. Ignore it.
You have a condition.
But yeah, I'm allergic to latex, so I have to use lambskin condoms. So I do use them, but if I'm having sex with a consistent person, then I feel like I don't have to. But you know, we get tested around these parts.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever.
Okay.
My
So
business. I feel like y'all looking at me right now.
no, my question is, have I ever masturbated at school or at work? I have not. That's creepy to me. So that was the game, and we're going to continue to play throughout the segments. So it's time for Up on Culture. Up on Culture.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so the first topic is Lil Kimberly.
Kimberly.
Lil Kimberly wants to do a versus with Nicole Minaj. I know that ain't her real name. Nicki Minaj.
Like that. I'm pretty sure it's not a name, but
No, it's on Nika. Yeah.
I think that they good. They need to get this shit over with. It's been like a 25-year beef. I don't know what about, but they've been beefing in these streets long enough. Take it to the verses.
I see that verses ending in violence. I see somebody choosing violence at the end of their verses.
Because you know what? I would say this. Nikki in like New York stand on like milk crates, Nikki, when she was like first coming out. You know what I'm saying?
On the plane,
the plane.
I'll be with yeah, that.
Like I could see them going head to head.
Mm-hmm.
But like Nikki now is very Barbie. But I feel like she's Barb. I feel like she's broke out of that to a certain extent. But I still feel like they're kind of not. I don't think it would end well because I feel like they're on kind of different pages in a way.
Okay, the next story is Cardi B is pregnant again with that dude baby.
Not that dude. That dude.
Baby. And he came out
You know who it
Yeah,
is, that dude.
yeah, she came out. What was it? At the EBT Awards.
What?
What award show was it? Was it the EBTs?
The PET.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was the EBT Award. She came out and showed her, belly and was rapping like, yeah, she had a Beyonce moment.
Why are you like this?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I don't really know what to say about it. Offset just gonna cheat on her again. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, do y'all think he gonna cheat during this pregnancy? It don't look like she got long left to go. Or do y'all think he has been cheating through this pregnancy?
I think that I don't know. I don't want to speak on nobody else's situation, but I think if I was Offset, I feel like Cardi B would like she gives me like we could bring a bitch into the bedroom vibes. So I
Yeah.
feel like they could. I feel like they either just pick the bitch and like they stay with her, or I don't know. If I was Offset, these hoes would be signing NDAs. Like you,
You better
like
say
Well,
shit.
when
Here's the paperwork.
you got an image and a brand. Like I don't. You cannot just move any kind of way. You finna sign this piece of paper, bitch. I will sue you. Gag orders all around.
Yeah, that's what they need.
yeah.
Speaking of gagging, our next topic is Bill Cosby has been released from prison. And it's some debate, which I don't know how it's any debate, but it's some debate on whether or not he should have been in there in the first place.
Well, I feel like, it's not okay at all what he did. Because I admired the hell out of Bill Cosby because
Right.
I loved the Cosby Show.
My daddy growing up.
He reminded me so much of my grandfather, minus the roofing women. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkling razzle dazzles into women's cups and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just minus
Oh,
that.
Hey,
Just go. You want a sandwich? Like, damn. Like, I just I hate that part. But at the same time, there is a part of me where it's like we can't make. I feel like the judicial system has made it to where like if a white person does this, it's okay. If a black person does this, it's like horrible. And it's like no matter what, the crime is terrible. And that's the problem with the judicial system. It's like if you commit a crime on those levels, especially, it's wrong.
yeah.
And it ain't right.
But
he did it.
I was gonna say like it's not only different rules. It's not only different rules for people's money. I mean people's color, but people with money. Like if this was Bill Cosby, broke, dead broke, just a nigga up the street, he'd
Yeah.
be
Oh.
somewhere riding right now.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
that's
See,
how. And I
R.
feel
Kelly
like,
been fucking since 2002, and he just not going to jail.
yeah.
Like, and you know why?
Um,
Because he ain't got their money.
the
The
next
hottest on the block, baby.
the next topic is the Black TikTok creators going on strike. So the colonizers or the people who are non-colored can't dance.
Like colonizer, can we call them the unseasoned?
No,
I want to stake my claim on making that a thing. Like, I just don't feel like colonizers bad enough. Like, we need something that dig. Like, they're really unseasoned. They lack.
Yeah,
Like,
the dig.
they
I love
never
it.
can contribute to any fucking thing. They're unseasoned. Just like a piece of fucking meat,
No.
hot meat with no flavor.
Oh, garlic.
well, there's been a since the strike, there's been a dance shortage. Um, this is breaking news, but yeah, it's been a dance shortage, and they bunny hopping around trying to make up little dances and stuff, and it's not working. It's not giving what it's supposed to give.
Hot shit ain't got no dance to it or nothing.
They're like, and then it's like, nope, the Macarena is not gonna work this time.
In confusion.
But what y'all think about that? Y'all think like that's what they get? Clap, 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 clap it up for them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We rooting for you.
Because
We're
I've
rooting
been
for
seeing
you.
so many, like I've been seeing people on the Ellen show. I be seeing people who get reposts from other celebrities. Like the people who created the dances don't get the influence or the credit for the influence, and then you got these people remaking it, and they don't even give credit for it. And so I think when initially all of that kind of started before the boycott, like that was like a known thing where people were just not giving credit. So then I started seeing people like inspired by or recreate, like they started putting it in the caption. So it's like that's like the least you could do if you're gonna like bite somebody's idea, and or at least make sure that they you know where it comes from. People be stealing sounds, saving sounds, and making it like it's their own and shit. Like that's whack as fuck. So good. I wouldn't hit another goddamn boom cat on TikTok. Like fuck y'all. Ain't no 8 counts around this bitch.
Cause I mean, them black TikTokers be working to get them dances. You know what I'm saying?
And niggas is dehydrated trying to come up with dance move for
Yeah.
ranking, and y'all motherfuckers is gonna take it.
Yeah. The next and final story for Up on Culture is that Karen. Did you guys see that lady that threw a fit at the Burger King?
I did see that.
She wanted that Whopper.
And her husband.
And
it was
her husband.
Yeah, they wanted that Whopper. It was crucial. It was crucial. It was like call the cops crucial because that's what she did. She called the police because she got skipped in line and
not even skipped, rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
You did not pull in correctly. The person behind you did like an illegal U-turn or something like that. The person behind you pulled in the illegal way. I mean the legal way.
They did what they were supposed to be doing.
We just talking about some fat ass shit. Like that's just fat as hell for no goddamn reason. Like I can get annoyance, but the cops.
It's beyond that. It's privilege.
I think that white people. I think that not just white people. I think people should be arrested when they waste taxpayers' dollars like that. Dead ass.
Absolutely.
Somebody's life at risk because
I'll vote on that.
Yeah, like
because there's somebody else called that you just took the place of. Their life is in danger right now, and you're worried about some
burger.
Pretty worried about. That's crazy. That's
Yep.
crazy. And she's getting in front of me and just really talking like you really got a fucking crime against humanity just happened to you. You at Burger King, bitch.
And you know what? I want to know, not to interrupt you, but I honestly want to know if there's a way that they can figure out if the operators are able to prioritize calls. So, for instance, if someone calls you and they sound like a minority and what they're asking you help for isn't as serious, and a caller that's more so of the majority class calls, I wonder if there's a way they gauge, like, oh, well, this is a white woman calling. Let me dispatch someone, because there have been many times where I have heard situations where minorities have called the cops and it took an hour, like 2 hours, even if it wasn't that serious. It was serious.
Location.
And they see that too. And they see that too.
I called the cops. I called the cops. What, Friday? I called their ass at
great point.
8:45. These niggas didn't show up till 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Yeah, oh, we thought he was just a trespasser. No, my nigga, he broke in this bitch. Like, what do you mean? Like, okay, vandalism, breaking the entry. But you heard my name, Rashad, so my bad. This is Jeremy. Hi, this is Jeremy.
We'll take a lunch break before we go there.
Rashad, they was like, oh, he's a nigga. We'll be there when we can. They called me and said, yo, we're dealing with something right now. We'll be there when I can. They told me that there was a suicide, that a guy like blew his, he blew his shit out, and his eye was out and everything. But I'm like, damn, that took the whole damn force. Like all of y'all was there for the suicide.
Well, he's dead already.
And he dead. So I'm
However,
just trying to figure out how many cops need to be in one
let's
place.
deal with the people that are still alive.
It's not even if he's dead or alive. It's just like, is it two of y'all
And
working?
I don't mean it like that, but I'm like,
Is it not
people?
It's just the deputy sheriff in this bitch.
Yeah, it's just
Ain't nobody else.
it's Andy and Opie.
In a
Like
small
it's
town
really on some like maybe what's it like Andy Griffin or something. Like what like y'all got two police or something? Why is it nobody else can come out here right now?
Yeah,
The fact that they even told you that, the fact that they even, I feel like that takes away from their professionalism. The fact that they told you, oh, we're dealing with a suicide. So is that supposed to make me feel better? God,
Hey, we busy.
protect that life. You know, whoever decided to take their life, you don't know what they've been through. However, they're gone. And there's a family they have to deal with. But, you know, it's like, okay, that doesn't, I'm sure they have, depending on how messy, they have a cleanup squad, whatever.
I was gonna say, like,
somebody still alive.
If someone's died, the coroner, like, there's no work for the officers to do at this point. Y'all sitting down.
You got so many other moving parts. Okay.
That's where you put in thinker mean, like thinker gift. Like, come on now.
Who can we help right now? We can't help him.
I mean, ultimately, it wasn't necessarily an emergency. It wasn't an emergency where it was life or death, because all they could do was take a report and like just document it. But that's not the point. The point was when he was on when he was here, from the time I called when this motherfucker was on the roof, if they would have pulled right up, they could have caught him. Then he comes back the same night, busts a window and shit. That could have been avoided if niggas was here when I called.
And even then, he could have had a gun. He could have. You don't know what people have. He had a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
He could have had a gun inside that backpack and just started spraying people, doing whatever. But because you all wanted to, because the police force wanted to, prioritize, I guess, in their own way. Well, we'll get to it when we need to. Like, you don't know what people have. I mean, really? Is that how we're basing?
He called me on the cell phone to tell me we can't make it out right now. It's gonna be a little while. Did you still need us to come out? Is he gone?
Taxpayer dollars.
That's crazy.
Is this still an emergency?
That's like a break straight
right now. But if you need us, we get the thing.
You're gonna be all right the next 2 hours, right?
Yeah, that's like that's when somebody they on their way. They be like, 5 minutes away.
We're gonna hit you back though.
Yeah, I'm 5 minutes away.
Just take a lunch break. We're gonna be there soon.
Yeah. And then, that was just a lot. That was a lot to kind of maneuver with. And this is why I say that I think, to your point, Celeste, I do think they screen calls and they do kind of prioritize, like, based off of profiling. But again, my point still stands that when people waste taxpayer dollars, I do think that they should be held accountable, and if not go to jail, at least receive a fucking healthy fine, because you never know who you're taking away, like, somebody's help from.
All right, so that's up on culture. Have you received oral sex?
Yeah.
So you have to drink.
What kind of question? That's a weak ass question.
I think they just want to get drunk.
Did you even try? Damn.
They ask shit. I think they just want you to drink.
Celeste, you making the faces and you drinking water, huh?
All right.
I'm just fucking.
I'm drinking vodka. That makes it even worse, cause like, ooh. You know, tequila has a little.
So Celeste, have you had 69? That's how they put it.
Do I drink if I have?
Yes.
Okay.
If you've done 69. I'm proud of you. Discovering your truth. Okay.
Woo.
Hold on, I know what that's like. People laying on opposite sides of like.
Girl, you know what 69 is. You know what it is.
I'm making sure. I'm sorry.
It ain't 68.
You know what them numbers mean. You know what it means. You know what it means. Okay, so they asked me, Have I ever played hard to get?
Hell yeah.
I don't think I was playing. I was just hard to get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, you
you're
know what I'm saying? So I don't think I ain't never played them type of games.
Darren,
I've been accused of that though.
you wanna upset me and a lot of my homeboys. Well, not me, but a lot of my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Man,
Well,
shots at you. You don't upset my homeboys in the past.
well, you know. Anyway,
be
I
held
thought I'm
responsible.
sorry, homeboys. Anyways, back to life. Okay, it is time for these serious topics. It's time for politipsy. Get ready. I'm gonna do this first topic because I don't really know much about it, but I don't think it's being reported on. But Biden illegally bombed Syria.
And those are my people.
Yeah,
So
I heard that from what I read that it was a preemptive strike to protect the people, our people who were over there. Um, I don't know the legality aspect of it, but I still feel like if we weren't over there, then we would have no reason to bomb. So there would be nothing to protect. So another case of America not minding their business. That's all I got for you.
and that's all, folks.
Like 1+1 = 2. It ain't even that complicated. If we weren't there, there would be nothing to bomb because we
yeah.
wouldn't be there to think.
And
But
the
you
way I feel, not even being partial, because I identify as a Black woman first always, but I am part Syrian, and I feel like within the history of me learning about Syria and just the Americas and their government, every time they bombed Syria, Syria has been like the victim in most all situations. They're not progressive.
sometimes they don't even do shit. They just there.
The next topic is the redneck rave. Did y'all see that? It was like
No,
it was called a redneck rave, and
this smells like bologna and crackers.
Buying sausages and
a lot of mayonnaise. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing.
buying sausage and cousin fucking.
casserole.
It smells like cousin fucking buying sausage in a trailer park.
They had a redneck rave where they was mudding and doing all the things the rednecks love to do, including meth. So there was meth.
Ain't no party if there ain't no meth involved.
Yeah, it's just so a couple things that happened at this rave. The very first car to get checked had drugs, meth. One of was one of the drugs. Had weapons, drugs, and all those types of contraband and shit in the car. Another attendee, one friend slit their other friend throat.
I'm sorry, this is an actual
Is this
event.
the
I'm Googling it
apocalypse
right
or
now.
is this...
Right? So this is like a event.
Yeah.
Like it's really called a redneck rave festival. This is for the white people.
It was labeled that.
This is like Coachella for the rednecks.
Yeah.
Wow.
This wasn't just like
this ain't the first year
within their group of people, they're rednecks. This is like literally named redneck.
For us, by us, only us.
Yeah, redneck rave.
Bring your trucks.
Shit.
Bring your flags.
You need to leave. I'm sorry, that sounded.
Bring the Confederate flag. Don't forget about it. You ain't being about it.
I see what you're saying. Chaotic Kentucky redneck raid leads to mass arrests and injuries and the slitting of the throat.
Somebody got that. That's not funny, but somebody got their throat slit at a redneck rave, and they say Black people can't get together and have fun. Okay, that's a later. I might put some in the video. Okay, so the next story is the Gulf of Mexico was set on fire. Jesus turned back.
That shit is an oxymoron if I ever knew what a fucking oxymoron. How the fuck are they putting out fire on the water with water? It didn't make sense to me. and I didn't know how that even worked. How the fuck is the ocean literally on fire? Is something biblical about that? I'm not gonna get into that portion of it, but I will say this is what happens when greedy motherfuckers want to dig in the fucking ocean to get some fucking oil, and the shit fucking combusts. And I feel
Yep.
like that's happened before. I feel like
It
people should
blows
stop
up in their
setting the ocean
face,
on fire.
literally.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's the pipelines.
Now you're being greedy.
it's excessive. Like it's too much.
Yeah,
We don't need much oil. Relax.
And
Nobody's going
it's
in a drought.
always at the right time.
yeah.
Maybe at the right time or at a good time you could have done that. But right now, nah, you don't care.
All right. So the next topic is the Supreme Court ruling against the NCAA. Have you all heard about that?
No. I'm not gonna
Basically,
lie.
I'm gonna keep it brief because that's what I'm gonna do. Um, basically, the student athletes are allowed to be paid now, like paid. They're allowed to get shmoneys.
Like through sponsorships.
Yeah, they're allowed to get money like the pros. I
I'm
don't
trying to
necessarily
understand,
like
like
the
black
pros.
athletes or
Just not the NCAA, not the NAACP, the
oh, I'm sorry, you talking
NCAA.
about NFL, like
Yeah,
or
exactly.
D1 football players.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of NCAAP. I'm sorry, y'all.
yeah, yeah. I did that too, cause it do like push you in the amount of NAACP, but it's
Yeah, but no,
NCAA.
it makes sense because my brother went through that with D1 football, and sometimes I'm listening. Let me not say what I want to say, but
Say it.
no, because I don't need to deal with legality issues. But anyways,
Yeah, but it's a good thing now. They get paid.
they should be. They
Yeah,
should be.
and that's
Absolutely.
gonna save sports for a lot of schools and stuff like that.
I
Um,
agree. I
They
think that
they train like they
I'll
should be getting paid.
yeah. What's
Go
that?
ahead. I said I'm gonna wait for you to finish telling me about it before I give my comment, but I had a comment that I wanted to make.
But go ahead, make a comment.
Oh, I feel like it's cool that and I agree that they should be paid, considering most student athletes won't ever make it pro. So I feel like that is a good compensation for them. But I also feel like, depending on how much compensation, I guess, as a whole, as student athletes as a whole, how much they're getting, I think that funding that they're getting from the state or from the school should be used for other resources for other departments, because they're still getting kind of sponsorships and deals and stuff like that. So it's like, to offset some of that, like, I get personal branding is one thing, but like, if everybody got a Nike deal and everybody getting cleats or some shit like that, then they can get them some jerseys too. We can put something in the music department. We could probably get some people who couldn't afford to go to college. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out a way to be equitable with the money. I know it probably don't make a whole lot of sense because
It
it's
does
a
make
lot of money pools, but it just seems like I've always had a bias, and I played football all throughout high school. Um, Student athletes always, it's like a privilege to be a student athlete. You know what I'm saying? You can fail, you still gonna pass. You can do whatever, and you're not treated at the same standard as other students.
yeah,
And I think that that's whack. And I also think that the funding of other departments are always kind of jaded or slighted because of athletic departments. And don't get me wrong, sports is a big thing, and I do think that they should, I think it's a thing. But I think that if something takes away from something else, it ain't good. Like,
yeah,
there should be room for something, for multiple things to like have a space, and it's not equitable. Student athletes don't. It's none of the sports departments in education is equitable, and I don't like it.
yeah,
Well, in some ways, I absolutely agree, but in other ways, I disagree. Only because I feel like when it comes to sports, I feel like there should be a standard. If you're going to be an athlete, a collegiate athlete, you need to uphold a certain GPA. That should be a standard.
Yeah.
because you represent the school. People go to schools, colleges based off of their football teams sometimes. So I feel like they should be held to a standard. However, long term, and I say this only, and maybe my opinion is biased, but a lot of these athletes sacrifice their bodies, and they're not even at a NFL space or
Yeah.
stage yet, but they're sacrificing not only their time but their bodies to uphold a standard as an athlete.
Yeah. And they
So
help.
there's a lot of pressure. It's not just, oh, I'm going to college. Is no, I have 4 a.m. trainings. I have 4 a.m. practice, and then I have to go to class after that. You know what I mean? And so I feel like there
I
is.
just can't empathize with that because there are people who are parents who do it. There are people who have to work 3 jobs to pay for college. There are people who have to strip to pay for college. Everybody has something they're sacrificing to do something they want to do. And in
Absolutely.
front of it is student athlete. So you're a student before you're an athlete. Now I don't believe that I don't have a whole system worked out, but if you aren't performing academically, then you shouldn't be on a team. But that doesn't mean that I think that you should lose your money to be able to go to school. I think that there's a probation thing that needs to, like, you're going to keep your money but get your grades so you can come back. Maybe something like that. But I do think that everybody should be held to the same standard, and I think that it should be equitable and fair in that right because we're all sacrificing something. And okay, you have to wake up at 4 a.m., but you reap the benefits of not having to go to class or turning your assignments late or being passed on through because you're a star player. Like if I'm late, I'm late. If I don't get an extension, if my shit is wrong, I fail. Like if we're not gonna be held to the same standard, then I just don't think it should happen. And that's what I mean. I do understand the importance. Like that's what generates a lot of the money for most colleges is sports. You know what I'm saying? A lot like
Mhm.
Alabama.
Tickets, homecoming, all this stuff. Yeah.
Like
For
so, it's like
sure.
I understand the politics of it, and so I can't shit on it 100% because like some colleges probably wouldn't even be running without that major part of the sports programs. So I get that, but still kind of trash. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's why I honestly I do think that that is something you bring up a great point. I feel like there are a lot of scholarships for parents, single parents, but there should be more because athletes get more. So there should be more scholarships for parents, single parents, or parents that are just in college and pursuing their education. So that brings up a great point. Absolutely, I agree with you. You
And
know, they
I
should be.
personally,
Yeah,
I personally
I be trying to be
want
diplomatic and like look at
diversity.
balances. I don't like having to. I like to think about fairness, and I don't ever want to like shit on something and try to make my appeal against something else. Like I understand the importance of being an athlete and being a student athlete and what it brings to colleges and the opportunities it brings to mainly our people because most sports players are people of color. Like this is their chance to make it out, and this is their chance to do something better and go pro or like become something better. It's probably the only opportunity that they would have to get to college. Without sports, they probably wouldn't have made it on an academic. So don't get me wrong. I think that it is important and it holds a special place. But I think it's also a disservice to the people who have to work their asses off academically to be slighted by people who only have to pick up a ball.
Have you ever made a list of everyone you've had sex with?
I have, and I burned it. I burned the list.
Well, you go ahead and you drink. I'm
Mhm.
just
I feel like that's normal.
Well,
Some
no, it was on
I,
some like I'm heavy on the burn attachments or spiritual attachments that you have to people. Like you just get rid of it. Like I don't want any.
get rid of
I
it.
don't even wear the same underwear. I don't no. To be 100 with you, I don't even wear the same underwear that I wore with another boyfriend or well, I haven't had like just sexual partners, but you know what I'm saying? Like if it's been a boyfriend, like any underwear, bras, whatever I had when I was with them, it's burned. It's like or I've thrown
I
it out.
take if I got a picture with you and I'm wearing an outfit, that shit gotta go.
No, for real. I'm not
Okay.
gonna wear the same outfit,
I
the
don't wear
same
underwear at all.
lingerie. Like that's gone. That's gone. I'm not gonna hold that same energy into the same relationship. Like that's and to the next relationship. Like that's weird to me. I know for some women, like you're gonna get rid of your underwear. Yeah, I get rid of every piece of underwear I've ever worn in front of like another man. I'm not doing
I
that.
mean, I would do that. I would do that with like lingerie, but I don't wear panties, so it don't matter because I ain't got no panties on.
I got
No panties
she
on.
said that my
Be
panties.
out here free falling, Jared.
Yeah, I
Go
be for Gucci. Okay.
ahead on, boo.
All right, so Rashad. Bob.
Like you should.
No. I'm not doing this
I'm
one. I'm going
faking
to
because I
the
need
one.
You
more.
should ask yourself that, whatever it is.
Had sex in the water with people nearby. Have you ever had sex in the water with people nearby?
Mm-mm. That's weird. I mean, sex in the water is weird, like a pool or a hot tub. Like, and believe I've tried it. It's just a lot happening with the jets and the yeah. I now shower sex is good, but like, and you just shouldn't have sex in fucking pool.
Bodies of water is a little different. I
Yeah,
feel.
bodies of water is a little complicated and it's too much, and you shouldn't have sex in like public places anyway. Like we can fuck in my whirlpool, my stand-up shower, but
I
public.
can
That's
see how that could be kind of hot though.
now I do want to have sex at a hot springs. I don't know why, but like I just feel like that would be
That
that
sounds right.
like it's nature. It's like the universe would just cleanse that out, whatever all that shit. But
Like you
I
talking
don't.
about like at a waterfall or something like that.
Yeah, I'm talking about like a real natural hot springs, like yeah, like a place like they had in Arkansas and shit. Like
I
I
feel
want to do, that. But I wouldn't want to like be in like a world like a hot tub or a spa jacuzzi where it holds bacteria and shit and just circulates like diseases.
I heard you can you like, and I need confirmation. But I've heard that you can get chlamydia from a hot tub. Even if you've never had chlamydia in your life, but you can get it in a hot tub. Like I was like, oh, I
Yeah,
was
no,
done with hot tubs after that. So I need to get confirmation from a doctor. But I'm like,
I think I've heard that somewhere too. I'd still get in a hot tub, but I'm definitely not bucking in no hot tub because that
well, you all are lucky because you just got a little tiny hole that you got to worry about. Women, you know what I'm saying? Like an actual, like you know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
a whole
we
Women,
got
it's like
this. We got this.
we got a little doorway. It's like what I'm gonna be doing Kegels the whole damn time.
me.
Let me clenching
I'm
in
here.
the whole time. I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm gonna be clenching in chlamydia and shit. Like, what?
Nice to meet you.
See, hey, hey, girl, it's me.
Okay, so the last one is for me, and it says, "Have you ever changed my mind about having sex with someone after seeing them naked?" And no, I've never done that.
I don't know what that feels like. I feel like once you commit to like sexual energy, and I don't know what it feels like as a woman, but like I don't know. Once I like you, and then fucking we ain't got naked, like we're here. I'm gonna have to just charge it to the game.
Yeah, everything perfect in the dark anyway.
Yeah,
But
it'd be like I'm here. It ain't what I thought it would be, but you know what? We here. I feel like if I get to that point,
how
I mean,
would that be if for somebody to be like,
I'm, I'm a wee bit fucked up anytime I have sex anyway. So it's like in my head, if I'm not thinking about it too much when I'm fucking, like, well, don't give me. Let me not lie. I don't walk. I'm not living my life in disappointment. I'm not just out here fucking regret. But I'm just saying, in moments where like there is a regret, I'm just like, all right, okay. I wish it was a little different. Cut this light off. Let's go.
exactly,
Let's just go.
it all look the same in the dark.
It
All
might
right,
not be
so
right, but it might be right. And then you could like if it'll surprise you end up being good, and then you go back. And if not, then it's like I need to leave. I'm just gonna
it is
get my
what it
shit.
is. I
Roll out.
couldn't imagine being like that, like being like, oh, that roll, like, like I can't do this. Gosh.
Take a gamble. You know, you gotta risk it. Like what? You never know. You could have some really amazing sex in some really tragic situations. I don't know.
Okay, so it is time for Tipsy Topics. Y'all ready? Yeah. And that is just 3 questions for us and the audience. So audience participation is always welcome. All right. The first topic is, if you were trapped on a desert island, what would you need with you? What would you need with you?
Can I have anything? Like
You can have anything in the whole wide world. What would you need with you? One thing. You can't build a house and a jacuzzi and shit. Like,
One thing.
one thing.
A helicopter.
Say less. Say less. We out this bitch. We out this bitch.
I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna come back.
I know how to get there.
Yeah.
And I know the direction.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go get some Burger King real quick.
It's nothing. So
Anybody else?
Get some, fuel this bitch back up. You know what I'm saying? I done found it. Don't nobody know about this place. Okay.
I'm gonna be here.
All right. What about you, Celeste?
Okay, so I would want a knife. If I'm gonna be on like full survival like mode, I would say a knife so that I can like build.
She came in like, oh, we finna talk.
She said a knife.
Do you want to know what I'm gonna bring? Belle said, "Oh no."
So
Okay,
not me.
hold on. Let me try to run out here because we're almost done. Okay, let me try to make a break in the pauses.
Make a break for it.
Okay.
Get 2 seconds. Hold on. Don't give me a second.
Damn, Rashad, you extended my little moment of breath.
Oh, nah, my bad. Bruno wanted to get out his playpen. He was about to tilt this bitch over.
Okay.
Okay, so you need a knife.
So if I had to have one thing, it would be a knife, only because if I'm really trying to survive, I feel like a knife, the first thing you do when you're somewhere unfamiliar is try to build home or somewhere stable. So that would be my way. I could start a spark to build a fire with a knife. I can open up anything that I may have brought. I could chop things down.
You only
cut it
brought the
down.
knife, my nigga. You didn't bring nothing else.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm saying
got
if
the
I
knife.
if I find something that I need to eat, if I want to scale a fish or cut a fish open, I could catch some fish. I could sharpen up a piece of bamboo or something to kill fish. But how am I gonna cut the fish open? Or you know what I mean? If I need to cut down trees, or it may take a little bit of time, but and really what you would do essentially is tie the knife to the end of bamboo to kind of be your leverage to chop at it. So that's just my mind.
Yeah.
And a rock and a knife can spark fire to make, will spark something to make fire. So
I want a yacht.
okay, you all are thinking superficial traps. This is
We're
not
not
real life. Like
you thinking in the trenches is what you're thinking.
Yeah,
I'm like in the trenches. I'm like,
you put yourself in the thick of it. I said you can have anything you want.
To be in the thick of it and get it out the mud. And Jared and I are mobile.
Yeah.
I don't think you can be mad at that. We'll pick you up. I'll have my helicopter. Jaren's yacht will have a helipad on it, so I can just pick you up on your island from my helicopter, and we can just land on Jaren's boat. You know what?
You can't miss me struggling. You can't miss me struggling to build my
we'll get on Jaren's yacht. We'll catch the fish, and you can scale it with your knife.
I'm gonna pull up on my yacht. Well, she like that.
Yeah, go ahead and Let's get the fire going.
You
Celeste.
okay over there,
Oh my God, like you good?
sis? You good, bro?
You straight?
It's not that bad out here.
We got a whole staff.
Obviously, right. They meet me with towels and shit over the arm. Like, what do you need?
You
Have
okay?
fun.
See,
You
we
been
can
struggling.
Give me your hand.
we can go get your
Peasant.
get your blades sharp
Struggling
before we
peasant.
make the Jaren boat. We can go somewhere wherever you need some new blades. I'll take you there on the way to Jaren's.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You know what? That would actually be a really cool book, Jaren. You should write that. 3 people trapped on 3 separate islands with one thing, and they work collaboratively together to like maintain life.
Hey, I had to. Don't you?
Yeah.
I had to write a story like that. Celeste.
Yes, because I do remember you telling me. Oh yeah. Yes, but you had to do that for like a
A
job, right?
job.
I
A
remember that.
writing job. I had to write a story about a man that was trapped on the island.
And it was hard as hell too.
Yeah.
Her whole the way she wrote it was it was dope. It was crazy dope.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I
Yeah,
literally. Thank you, baby.
you did that, boo.
Yo, I really enjoyed that question, but more so than the question, I really enjoyed our answers with that. That was entertaining.
Yeah, it was. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next question is if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
The
Anywhere in the
Maldives.
whole wide world. The Maldives?
Yep.
Is that in Samoa?
Nope. It's in the Maldives.
Is it the Maldives? Fuck up, man. Where is the Maldives? Like,
Geographically,
yeah, like what continent is it on?
girl, I don't know.
He just said
It
the
sounds
Maldives.
good.
I just know it's where I want to be. It's in like South Asia, but
Okay.
yeah, somewhere in there. And I just want to be like on a boathouse on the ocean. Like, yeah.
That sounds nice. That's what's up. Okay, so Celeste, where would you go? Anywhere in the world?
That answer sucks because it's like it's a lot. So honestly, I would like to be in Africa because that's the one part of the world. Africa and Asia. I mean Africa or Asia because I've been most places, but Africa and Asia are the two continents that I have not explored. I've explored between the two, but not on each.
But like where
But
in Africa?
You wouldn't be.
I would love to be okay. So, and that I guess that's what makes it like it sucks because Africa, you have to be careful in Africa because of the different tribes and the wars between Africa.
Yeah.
But if
And it's
it were a
also
perfect world,
Americans out there going to war, stealing shit.
right?
So yeah. So I mean, you gotta pick a good partner, and that's like saying Asia. You know what I'm saying? You next thing you know, Kim Jong Un ain't feeding you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know like
Right,
part of what
right, and that's the thing that I feel like that's the thing about Asia. It's like North Korea and South Korea are what you have to worry about. Kim Jong Un is in North Korea. That we know not to go there, but I feel like Africa is harder because it's like there are so many different territories and militaries that are ruthless. It's hard to pinpoint. However, if it were a perfect world, I would love to go from Egypt to the Congo to Ethiopia to Eritrea to um, Sri Lanka, which is the teardrop of Africa. Those are
Yes,
places.
Sri Lanka's right by the Maldives. It's under it.
It's under the Maldives, so I would love
I'm in
to be
South
there.
America.
Absolutely. These are places that I personally would love to go. Kenya, Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
I would love to travel all of those different places in Africa. In Asia, I mean,
Forget about it.
from Japan,
Singapore.
Tokyo, Singapore. I would love to go to Thailand, Vietnam, I mean, it's like you could backpack in Asia and in Africa. So honestly, both, if I could.
Okay. So you cheated,
I
but then
could go on
okay,
for days.
we're gonna let you have two.
She cheated.
Can I
My
have to? Okay,
one.
It's cool. All she got is a pocket knife, so whatever.
My
and I'm gonna make it two for the
sister.
two, maybe.
Okay. So I will go to Santorini. You already know.
Greece.
Greece.
Yeah.
I said somebody's gonna go to Greece. That's my shit.
Yeah, Santorini, that's where I'm at. That's I don't know why I'm called to that place, but yeah, that's where I would be, and I would be fucking chilling for the rest of my life. Even though the Greek money situation be kind of funny sometimes, but I think we'll be good.
Yeah.
Alright. So, okay, last question for Tipsy Topic, and we're gonna be done for the night, you guys. What are the weirdest compliments you've ever gotten? I'm gonna start with Rashad.
I get called cute for a big nigga a lot. It's true. Uh, that's not really weird. I don't really get weird compliments. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
what
smell
you
cute.
mean?
That's not weird either. I don't know. I don't know.
No, it is weird because it's like for a big. What is that? That's like saying you're beautiful. You're
For a
beautiful for
dark
a black
skin girl.
woman or for a brown skinned girl. Like I don't like that. Like
I don't
why
like
can't I
it.
just
I
be
don't like
beautiful
that.
or handsome?
But I
That's a
don't.
backhanded compliment.
It is
It
back.
is.
But I also, I guess I can not. I don't know. I'm trying not to defend it. But yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah.
I guess I'm supposed to be sloppy and not well dressed, not well smoking, and not smell good. I don't know. I don't know
That's
what niggas they've been
ridiculous.
experiencing. But
That's ridiculous.
yeah.
So, okay, that's awful. But what about you, Celeste?
I think you have a cute nose. Like I love your. If it's the weirdest I've heard, which isn't terrible, but when I've heard eyes, hair, things like that, but I had never heard until I started bartending. Like you have a super cute nose. Like I was like, oh, I never thought about my nose. You know what I mean? Okay.
It's a nice nose.
Yeah.
You know, it's not
I
a European
told you I like
nose.
your
It's
nose.
like
It's perfectly
I hate
proportioned.
my
You don't
nose.
even need a nose job or anything. It's great.
Yeah, you got a nice nose. I hate my nose.
I like the bridge. You know, there's no dent or anything. It's great.
you're
It's like
stupid.
The
you got
nostrils aren't too wide. It's like a nice little point on it. You know.
a cupid's bow. Like not a cupid's bow, but you got a little bow at the end of it. I love your nose. I hate my nose.
The diamond shot bright like a
But
diamond.
for what? Like I never thought about my nose until I had like a customer say something about my nose. I was like, and
It's
then I've never
science.
stopped looking at it. Like
It's science. The way we look at each other and the way we gauge attraction, a lot of it is got to do with a lot of symmetry. So if you got a very symmetrical face, like everything is proportioned well and
yeah.
even and things like that, it makes you more attractive to the eye. So everything's in a alignment. So if you had a fucked up ass big ass nose, they could throw off your whole shit. But your nose,
Hey, I just want to say
Ruined
for
it
the
for
people
you.
watching, we love our noses here.
yeah.
Not-
I was just working. I was just having a little.
No, I'm not.
Okay, some of y'all noses are fucked up and big.
No,
Yeah,
I love
I
you
was
but
having
guys.
a little
it's
Bill Nye
beautiful.
moment.
Sometimes you need to breathe. It's okay.
Yeah, I was having a little Bill Nye Science Guy moment. But
No,
Plus, you
it's
got
funny.
sexy ass nostrils. It's okay. Yeah. Ooh.
oh, girl,
Ooh.
yes.
Mm.
Anyway,
I still.
the weirdest compliment I ever got.
Let me guess. It's about your boobs.
No,
Damn.
I don't even like. I have my boobs out a lot, but I don't like. I'm uncomfortable with people talking about them, which is a contradiction, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Anyway,
I
the
don't know.
weirdest compliment I ever got was somebody said, "Who did your teeth?" They said, "Your teeth." What? Like, who did your teeth? That's the first thing they said. Who did your teeth?
I mean, you have really nice teeth, but who
You're a
asked that?
doctor.
Like,
But I was like,
Orthodontist.
yeah. I told him, I said, Jesus.
What you
Yeah,
want
I
to
said,
hear?
Jesus did my teeth. So that was born this way, like Lady Gaga.
They
Damn.
are perfect though. So
they
sure.
are really, really nice. But even if you like had some work, like I would just assume you got braces and went to the like orthodontist. Like I wouldn't ask who did your teeth like it's a fucking BBL.
Who did your teeth?
Smile for me again.
It was a white man in a dress that asked me that. It was a Halloween party. White man in a dress came up to me, face full of makeup. Who did your teeth?
That explains it all.
Yeah. Like,
I don't even need.
that was a weird compliment. Oh, another weird compliment I got. I saved it. Somebody said, "You look like the stereotypical black woman that dates an athlete."
What?
This was years ago. He said, "You look like a basketball wife or something like that. A stereotypical girl that would be with a basketball player or a football player." That's what he said. That's a weird compliment. That's what,
I don't
like,
even know how to address that, but it ain't for me to address. But that's some weird shit. Like
I was like, you just called me
saying shit.
Like, you said I look like a stereotype, but that's
the second. It would be one thing if it's like you're such a beautiful woman, you could be with a basketball player, you could be with anyone you want to be with, but for you to say you're a stereotypical black woman that dates athletes or basketball players, like that is the most.
He said you look like the
underhanded.
He said you look like the stereo pretty black woman that goes with basketball players, that be with basketball players, something like that. So yeah, I get weird compliments.
I mean, that's again like a backhanded compliment. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't even really think it was I think it was just backhanded. It wasn't no compliment in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have been like, you
could have last question.
You could have saved that one.
Yeah,
that was not needed.
But I saved it because I was like, what the fuck? I always think about that. Like, what the fuck do they even mean? Okay.
Yeah, these were really good questions. I enjoyed these today.
Okay, good. Okay, so that's our show, you guys.
Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Audience, give your opinion on any of these topics that we discussed and tell us how you feel about the show. Tell us some topics you want us to talk about next week. Ring the bell, remember that, and follow all our media feeds. And we up, and that's culture.